welcome to the show. So, it finally happened. We've left the EU. 3, 2, 1!
The moment the country Brexited. After 47 years, Britain quits the European Union.
They had come to Parliament Square from far and wide.
Freedom!
They partied like it was 2020.
You know, we are better, bigger, stronger than being a star on somebody else's flag.
Oh, fuck off. Relentless. Did you see Farage and his toads gloating at the European Parliament?
I know you want to ban our national flags, but we're going to wave you goodbye, and we'll look forward in the future to working with you.
Where is the coronavirus when you need it? Why does he have such a big say in our country? He's not the Prime Minister. He's never even been an MP. In fact, he failed 7 times to become one. In 2010, he was beaten by a dolphin. He's being treated like the Messiah. Christ, somebody even did a portrait of him. Luckily, I got there just before the unveiling and added a little something.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I think we better do it together, don't you? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Now, it wasn't just him. Did you see Anne Widdecombe bleating about her victory?
I mean, I'm relieved we've at last Brexited. I'm relieved that I can go back to doing the things I was doing before.
What? Hating gay people? Fuck that slug. She supported gay conversion therapy, she backed chaining up pregnant prisoners, and she left the Church of England in protest at female priests. How have Widdecombe and Farage been representing us? A virgin and a bigot. One's never had sex, the other's fucked the entire country. What's their slogan? Let's make Britain white and tight. Sod that. Sod that. I say we keep it rainbow and baggy. They claim they speak for the man on the street. They don't. Have you seen them in the street? No one walks like this. Look at them. They look like Poundland sex dolls. Is this all you got, mate? Is this all you got there? Now, talking of the man in the street, did anyone see these esteemed thinkers?
For all of the people of the United Kingdom,
save the Queen,
not just the 52% that voted for Brexit. Anyway,
the Queen, fuck the Pope.
Hope you've enjoyed it tonight.
Corbyn was always a cunt. Oh, night.
We're out of here. Good night.
Leaving Brexit on a Friday night.
Do some Jaegers, then we'll start a fight. Thought I farted, but it was a shite. I think I will call it a night. Seriously, Dave, I've shit myself. The whole thing was ridiculous. The Tories, they made a special coin.
The government has unveiled the official 50p commemorative coin to mark Britain's exit from the EU. It will bear the inscription, peace, prosperity and friendship with all nations.
Peace, prosperity and friendship, which is what we had before Brexit. What have we got now? Bullshit, bunting and bickering. It's true. People are squabbling over the coin. Remainers refuse to use 50p and ask for 2 20p and a 10p. Like, how pathetic is that? There's a killer virus sweeping the world and somebody like, I don't like that coin! It's a naughty coin! Grow up! And that's not even the worst reaction. Ed Davey from the Lib Dems tried to galvanise the country with a joke. Didn't go great.
A lot of Remainers, dubbed Ramonas, as we know, saying that they're refusing to use the Brexit 50p's. Would you go that far?
You know what I'm going to do with my 50p? I'm going to sell it to a Brexiteer for £1.
Right.
Still, that's just ITV. I bet he nailed it on the beep.
I had a joke with a Brexit MEP who was very excited, and I said, I'll sell you my 50p for £1. She almost took up the offer.
I want to ask you about coronavirus.
He's died more times than Jon Snow. So he doesn't do Live at the Apollo. There's an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman. And none of them voted Lib Dem. How many Lib Dems can you fit into a Mini?
Both of us.
Not that the coin was the strangest Brexit memorabilia. The Tory party sells £12 tea towel in celebration of Brexit. 12 quid for a tea towel? Have you seen it? Look at it. It's like the worst house in Hogwarts. Oh, he looks like he's on a hen do. You want to make some money? Turn that into toilet paper. So there you go, one lady. I've saved my favourite picture for last. More than anything I've seen, this pub sign summed up the celebrations. Brexit party, Friday, 7 o'clock, British food, Yorkies, roasties, Cumberland sausages, free, British music, Beatles, spelt wrong, Stones, Oasis, Kylie. It's not just Brexit, the coronavirus is here.
The first cases of the new coronavirus are confirmed in the UK.
More than 80 Britons have been flown back from Wuhan in China to spend 2 weeks in quarantine on the Wirral.
We sent them to Merseyside. It's so brilliantly English. The Chinese, they built a hospital in 10 days. Our lot went to Liverpool in a megabus. We didn't even give the bus drivers masks. Look at him. Fucking hell. Why is everybody else wearing a hazmat suit? But no one seemed to care. The BBC interviewed the quarantined. Were they terrified? Not really.
But, you know, we're all trying to keep each other's spirits high. You know, we're playing jokes on each other. We're having a laugh.
We're having a laugh. I put DP in Terry's pants. You know old Margaret? I woke her up dressed as Death. Just having a laugh. To be honest, no matter what they do, they'll struggle to match the people of Wuhan when it comes to ingenious ways to pass the time. This is all true. They actually did this. Some created puppets. Pretty good. Some had a dance. And one guy tried indoor fishing. That's madness, isn't it? It's mad. Think about it. The last thing you want to hear through the wall is, yes! I can't believe I've caught it! I've got it! This is gonna go viral! I feel so sorry for the quarantine people in the UK. I do. Sat on their arse, watching Love Island. Can you imagine 2 weeks of nothing but this?
What's your favourite number?
I've got this in the bag, 11.
Mine's 11!
It's 11! Oh, my goodness. It is the freshest number. Like, you know when a number is so pure?
Yes.
Also, I love the number 1, but 1 is just so lonely. Like, 11 is 2 ones. It's like 2 people. I love it.
Did you know that 1111 is the angel number?
Yes! Oh, I didn't know that, but it makes me love it more.
Every time you see 1111, you've got to make a wish.
Yeah.
And I was born on the 11th.
Oh, I wish I was born on the 11th.
That's my number.
I can't believe that, honestly. 11, I love it so much. Like, I actually love it. Like, when people ask me for my favourite number, I'm like, I love 11.
I mean, you watch that, you'd want the virus. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
I love 11, I love it. I also like 7. It's like 1 wearing a hat. But I don't like 8, don't like ain't got no time for 8, because 8, it's like someone's pulled all the legs off an ant. And it won't stop, will it, 8? It never stops. Where you go? Where did it start? Where did it start? Where did it start? Where's it gone? Where's it gone?
Ah! One thing that got me, despite the fact that the World Health Organization has not seen any evidence of the virus being passed on to cats or dogs, some people have been doing this. Ah, indeed. He looks like he's cooking crystal meth. No wonder they've run out of masks if they're making their dogs look like Bane. It's got so bad, people have had to improvise. Some went for plastic. Some went for lingerie. And one guy panicked at a buffet. He looks like a vegan superhero. And just when you think the virus couldn't get any worse, look who got involved. Instagram influencers don face masks and hijack the coronavirus hashtag in bid to increase their followers.
People are dying. How can I make this about me?
Look at these tools. Look at him. Yeah, he looks like someone made him on Minecraft. Still, at least they'll both die. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if social media had always been around? Imagine that during the plague.
Hashtag living my best Black Death. Hashtag ring-a-ring-a-rosy. Hashtag I'm dying. Tell my family I love the leather.
Join me after the break where I'll be hanging out with Jim Carrey and talking to Guz Khan. Have you ever committed a crime?
No. Listen, bro, where I'm from, we've got this thing called dry snitching, so...
What's dry snitching? That sounds like the opposite of a posh wank. Welcome back. Let's talk about conspiracy theories. Thanks to the internet, they are everywhere. And some of them are insane.
There are Ukrainian killer dolphins on the loose.
Ukrainian doesn't exist.
The US First Lady is using a body double.
Michael Jackson is still alive.
Major celebrities are in the Illuminati.
Aliens walk amongst us. Stevie Wonder is not blind.
That's right. He's been faking it for 69 years. He just loves doing this. He's obsessed. There's loads. What blew my mind, 60% of Britons believe them. Do you know 2 million people in this country believe the Earth is flat? And do you know what they call people who disagree with them? Globetards. It gets madder. There are people out there who actually believe that the Queen is a cannibal. Of all the theories, how can that be true? How can you be a cannibal and knight somebody? Imagine that. Just holding a knife. Oh, God.
So tasty. Must not eat that flesh. God save this man fatigue. He'd be nice with gravy. Nom, nom, nom.
Bollocks. But it's not just the Queen. Some people believe that the moon isn't real. It's just a projection. That's right. Every night someone turns the moon on. As in, you know, they turn it on. They're not like, ugh. But I would like to see that every night. My turn. Oh, you like that, didn't you? Oh, you cheesy tart. The point I'm making, it's everywhere. Even the finest minds of our generation have their conspiracies.
The world is run by lizard people.
Yes! Lizard people fucking run the world. Reptilians. Like, all the richest, famous, like, biggest motherfuckers in this world. They're fucking...
Exactly what I believe.
Apparently, there's 11 of them. Now, It's nuts, isn't it? I don't have extensive reptilian knowledge, but whenever I've seen a lizard, they just do this. Do you know what I mean? You normally see them on holiday. Oh, it's a lizard. No, not a lizard. On a wall, mate. You've got me confused. With a wall. They don't even run away. They're just like, fucking green. What I'm trying to say, they don't seem capable of forming a global elite. Imagine that on Attenborough. Here we see the lizard. Fuck me. He's just put on a suit and he's rigged the global banking system. I gotta stop licking these frogs. Doesn't happen, right? So why do so many people believe in these conspiracy theories? Well, the answer is clearly YouTube.
You go online because you're curious about flat earthers, so you watch a reasonable video with a balanced view. Then, on the sidebar, it suggests other videos, and those videos are a bit more hardcore. They gradually get more and more extreme, and before you know it, the earth looks like a pancake, the Queen eats babies, and Stevie Wonder's eyes are better than a hawk.
But then I'm just a globetard. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, Russ, this is pretty harmless. That is where anti-vaxxers come in.
I used to think vaccines were safe, and now I know that they are not.
So-called anti-vaxxers have blanketed social media with misinformation campaigns.
Do not have to panic about measles.
Do I believe that I'm causing harm by not vaccinating my child? No, I don't.
Well, you're a fucking idiot. As simple as that. Because anti-vaxxers don't give their kids the MMR jab because they think it causes autism. They believe this based on one study of 12 children that claimed there was a link, a study done by a fraudulent doctor who's since been struck off. Since that bullshit research, there have been studies of over 1 million children that found no link between MMR and autism whatsoever. Basically, if you don't give your kids the jab, they may die. But hey, why believe evidence when it's something as trivial as your child's fucking health? Besides, it's offensive to autistic people. I think this guy puts it best. I'd rather be autistic than an idiot. Damn right. I mean, look. It's a good thing to question the world. Not everything you read is real. I mean, look at me. There was a story about me being a Scientologist. I'm not. Someone said I was in Shaun of the Dead. I wasn't. There was even a rumour that I'd done a porno. Listen, MPs do bullshit. Journalists do lie. That doesn't mean there's a conspiracy. Do you know why? We're just not clever enough. We don't know when the bins go out. Most of us are terrified when we change a light bulb. Is it definitely off? Is it definitely? Definitely off, so I'm doing it now. Yeah. Just a fucking lizard in the corner, Jesus. What I'm trying to say, if you want to sail off the edge of the world or feed yourself to the Queen, knock yourself out. But there is no link between vaccinating your kids and autism. Even Stevie Wonder can see that. Now it's time for Playground Politics. This week, I talk to the kids about dim internet. What is the best thing about the internet?
Fortnite with Kyron and that. I don't play Fortnite. You do. I don't. You do. I don't have Fortnite. What? I don't have Fortnite. Then who have I been playing with?
What do you watch on YouTube?
You?
Who are you watching me on YouTube with, just on your own?
Nah.
Who?
My mum.
Nice. Oh, Christ, that sounded terrible. I meant as in, like, nice that you're a, family. I didn't...
I watched this video. This guy, he has his daughter. Her tongue is wider than a credit card.
Do you know what an influencer is?
I influence people to do maths.
OK. How would you do that with me?
What is 1 + 1?
It's 2.
What's 2 + 2?
Why are you making me do this on telly?
What's 2 + 2? We're being influencers now. Do what she says. What's 2 + 2?
Yeah, I don't like this. This is I did countdown.
What's 2 + 2?
It's 4.
What's 4 + 4?
It's 8. Why are you in my head?
What's 8? That's 8.
It's just like hell on earth.
You're a disgrace to me.
Do you know Kim Kardashian?
Yeah. No. You don't know Kim Kardashian? No.
Do you want to explain who she is?
Kim Kardashian basically is a very famous person. Yes? Yes.
Yes.
And what? Is she a singer? Is she a doctor?
No.
What is she? That's hard to explain.
Well, no, this is the problem. What is she?
How can you offer her to us if...
I'm not, whoa, I'm not offering her to you. There's a thing on YouTube called the Say Anything Challenge. So you would say a word, and then I have to say a word. Yep.
Does it include swear words?
No swear words.
Okay.
You start.
Okay. Big.
Small.
Big.
You can't repeat.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go first. Orange.
Donkey.
Pajamas. I win!
I feel like running out here.
Okay. It's all right. Yeah, sunset. Is that your angry face? Yeah. What's that? What is this thing? What's going on here?
Even angrier.
But you look like somebody at Glastonbury who took the wrong tablet trying to get out of a tracksuit. All right, carrot.
Lettuce.
Tomato.
Big.
Pigeon.
Little.
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 Bebito.
Slilittle.
Mamamito.
Scavandorate.
Malufakale.
Stotabavite.
Fudla.
Eh.
Bo.
Bototeta.
Tree.
Nice, you got that.
Tonight's guest is one of the most exciting new comedy voices in the country.
Guz Khan is a former school teacher who launched his career with a series of online videos. Since then, he's had a hit stand-up tour.
The biggest threat to Muslims, dehydration. We cannot carry around clear liquids in a bottle anywhere, all right?
Appeared in several major TV shows, and now he brings us the latest instalment of his acclaimed series, Man Like Mabeen.
If you can just get through this quite generously sized hole, we are home and dry.
We are at the edge of a golf course, and you are fat-shaming me.
Please welcome my guest, Guz Khan!
Thank you, brother. God, is this me?
Oh, I'll say this now. You smell absolutely lovely.
Thank you, I do try, brother.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't realise we were sitting on a throne of lies, Russell. Bastard media. There's like at least 12 false reports on my cousins in this stack.
Yeah. I can't concentrate.
The smell?
You smell phenomenal.
Listen.
What's your waft?
Bro, you know what? I'm too tight to buy Tom Ford Oud.
Yeah.
So I put a Twitter poll out and said, can someone send me like a BM Bargains version?
Yeah.
They fully sent me a dodgy website. It looked like it's from like 1996.
Yeah.
But they sent this for $12.99, so I'm happy, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it smells great. I mean, now that you've said that, your arms may fall off. I don't know. But you're going to be a delicious-smelling corpse. Congratulations on the series. Third series?
Thank you, brother. Yeah.
No, I loved it. For those who haven't seen it, what's it about?
It's about a young man up in the West Midlands who's the sole carer for his little sister, and she's a teenager, so she's coming in some crazy life experiences, and his two best friends, and charting his life, trying to stay clean of a former life of crime that he was involved in.
And it's inspired by your life. Have you ever committed a crime?
No. Listen, bro, where I'm from, we've got this thing called dry snitching, so...
What's dry snitching? That sounds like the opposite of a posh wank. What's a dry snitch?
Is when you may have or may not have been up to something naughty in your life previously.
All right.
And then you then continue to come on national television or on a song on YouTube and tell the whole world. I can say it's definitely reflective of some people I know.
Yeah.
And their lives, because I'm not trying to get them for historical crimes right now, bro, so...
It would be a funny court interview if this is played in, like that. So is dry snitching when you snitch on yourself?
Yeah, who would do that? Like, bro, there's this whole thing of, like, in rap videos with MCs who are like, yeah, man's on a madness, shanked him, shanked his mom, shanked his nan. It's like, brother, are you trying to go to prison? Why are you saying this stuff?
Not only have you confessed to the crime, you've made it catchy.
Exactly.
So nobody's going to forget. What I was curious about, because there's in an episode of the new series, there's a character that refuses to put milk on his cereal because he believes it's racist.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to know whether that was based on your life, whether you're like...
I ain't having a semi-skill, mate. Fuck off.
Yeah, yeah.
No, for me, that character in particular epitomises every thug life auntie or uncle that I ever grew up with, right? So it's kind of a little bit like the joke's very funny that the milk is almost racistly white, but it's just that they are super tight. Like, where you can cut corners, being a working-class kid in the West Midlands, water is liquid. Stop complaining. I don't give a shit about your calcium. Have your cereal.
So you'd be having, like, Weetabix with water?
Yeah, people banged out Weetabix with water. Yeah, bro.
Nice.
Someone did Ribena with Weetabix once. Fucked up combination, don't try it.
But surely that's a waste of the sweet beaner, isn't it?
I mean, I would say so, but, bro, you got to get by, innit? It is what it is.
Sure. What I find fascinating about you as well is that only 5 years ago, you were a teacher.
Mad.
Ian. Do you... I mean,
Mad.
I kind of feel like I know the answer, but do you miss it?
Fuck no. No, listen. No, bro, listen. I'll tell you what I miss. I miss being with... no, obviously the marking and all this kind of stuff. Staff room shithole. Yeah. But being with those Thundercats every single day, bro, if you're talking about raw comedy and raw emotion, and a place, bro, where they are willing to say the most outlandish shit, it's in a classroom. Like, we live in a society where people are like, oh, everything's uptight, everything's so politically correct. Come to year 9, Thursday afternoon, you're about to hear all kinds of shit you've never heard in your life, bro.
What's the maddest thing that happened in your class, then?
There's a lot of bravado. It is a big thing,
it's
especially...
the best, though, isn't it? Like,
it's so sick.
14-year-old bravado.
Exactly, and I always assumed it was lads, but girls, when I started to teach again, bro, they're the biggest gangsters on the face of the planet. I can't even mess with them. Their fights are so much better as well. There's so much...
a woman in the crowd going, yeah. I know to girl out with my tit, yeah?
Right, because there's usually so much more hair to remove, so it's like, you know what I mean? They're grabbing stuff and pulling chunks out and all kinds of crazy shit. So I remember when I was first teaching, the first time I witnessed a girl fight, like a female fight, when it's lads, I was quite comfortable with just like, boys, can you stop it? Boys, can you stop it? Boys, can you stop it? With girls, there's a different set of rules. You have to find a female teacher to try and break it up. So usually that shit would go on for like 25 minutes until... It's like Ali and Fraser. 14-year-old girls.
Just rope-a-doping like that. God. Where did you teach? Belmarsh?
Do you know, bro, one of my favourite stories of being a teacher is going back to that bravado. It was a bunch of lads. And I taught at a Christian ethos school. And whoever was head of overseeing the curriculum around sex education, which is always fun, by the way, decided that it would be a good idea to get an elderly couple from the local church. And when I say old, I mean old as shit. Like, late 80s, to come in to talk to the kids about their sex lives.
Please tell me you have a recording of this.
Bro, I had no plans to come into this. If I had, I would have recorded it.
But they brought you into it?
Imagine that. I'm not being done right, but luckily our friend Guz is going to rock up.
Bro, the kids were sat there, and when they heard that this elderly couple was coming, all the bravado's like, yeah, you know what we're gonna do, yeah? I'm gonna ask him if he windmills her. Yeah? Why would you ask Nana Mildred this shit? He's like, nah. They said we can ask whatever we like, yeah? So I'm gonna ask him, does he windmill her, and does he windmill her good? So they're doing all this bravado shit, and then the couple arrive, door creaks, and they are, bro, so old. She's on a Zimmer frame. No, bro, she's like...
Really?
She's on a Zimmer, and he's helping her in, right?
How? Because he's fucked her so hard.
So... Yeah, bro, I wish you were there, flipping out.
So go on.
So she's... And so I'm looking at the lads thinking, they're gonna fuck it. Yeah? And they're like... And they're all sitting there like... These old motherfuckers are gonna get it. And they sat down, and she's like, oh, I'm out of breath, David. And David said, it's OK, my love. I'm used to this. And then, like, the out of breath, I was thinking, this is all fucked up, man. And then the whole atmosphere changed. Yeah. And I said, so, we know why this wonderful couple's here. Has anyone got a question? And all them kids doing the bravado, yeah, they were like, yeah. Yeah, I got a question, yeah? What's the key to, like, a successful marriage? Like... bro.
Lovely.
Kids.
What did they say? Can you remember what they said, or were you just trying to cover your hard on?
No, I was... Bro, I was so disheartened, but I was going to put my hand up and say, yo, do you windmill or what? What happened to this shit? Can't remember, bless them. But it's just these kids and the bravado when they're out there doing all this thug life shit and running around with shanks. But at the base of it, at the bottom of it, when you get them individually and start talking to them, they're just kids.
Do you ever see those kids?
All the time, because I'm still where I am, so where I grew up in Coventry. So, yeah, when I see them at traffic lights or whatever, I wind and I'm like, yes, Howard, you dickhead! What are you saying? So that was the kind of teacher I was, sorry. Nah, Howard was a dickhead, though.
And you broke into comedy whilst this was going on. So you were a teacher and you were posting videos online.
Yeah,
and they kind of gradually blew up. It's mad.
When the initial kind of big video went viral, I went to school the next day thinking, oh, shit, like, this is the first time in my life I've had a proper stable job that's quote-unquote something a good person does, a moral person does.
Yeah.
I'm like, I fucked it up now, I'm gonna have to drive taxis or some shit. I'm not trying to live that life, OK? And so I went to school the next day, and it had gone, like, really viral by the time I'd woken up. But when I got into school, it was, like, just eerily normal, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I'd seen that some of them had shared it, and then just, like, as I'm walking past, they'd be like, is that you, Pachysaurus? Yeah. Which was a clip that went viral. They weren't being racist, by the way. But that's it.
So that was the clip, wasn't it? It was a Jurassic... Was it Jurassic World?
Yeah, so that Jurassic World, the first Jurassic World that had come out, that was meant to be decent.
Yeah.
Since we were kids anyway, since the original. And so it was just made on the spot by me and my mate. When we were at the cinema, we were just super shocked to hear in the movie, verbatim, guys, we have an issue. The Packies are out of containment.
It's not making it up, it's in the film.
It's in the actual film, yeah? Turns out there's a dinosaur called Pachylophosauros, and another one called Pachysaurus. But when she said, the Packies are out of containment, there's an old dude sitting to my right who went... Crazy shit. So, like, when we came out, there was no intent to be like, oh, we're gonna make this because it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
We were creasing about it still 45 minutes after the movie. So we finished our filet burger. We were like, rah, we've got a camera in the car. Let's just do it. One take, put it on the internet, and here we are, bro.
Here we are. It's amazing. And how have your family reacted to the success?
Nah, not really well. To be honest with you,
Really? What about your mum? Your mum must be proud.
There is something, in particular in a working class community, but in an Asian household, yeah, where if you go home and tell your mum that you are leaving a job that pays you every month on time to tell jokes, it's really a miracle I'm still alive.
Yeah.
And then she drops that bomb on me, which is, who told you were funny?
Yeah.
Fucking heartbreaking.
But do you think, secretly, she must be proud? Like, as soon as you're out of the house, she's putting up the posters of you, she's watching the show.
Do you know what?
He's coming, get it down. You...
Do you know what? No, I think maybe somewhere deep down, but she likes to keep me on my toes, so...
Well, that's kind of cool, though, isn't it?
Bro, it's so cool. Like, to give you an example of what she's like, I did BBC Breakfast, which might seem just, you know, pretty mundane.
Yeah.
But I know that that's something she wakes up to every morning, and she's proper impressed by the presenters and their professionalism and their fucking Johnny Bravo hair. She loves all that shit, yeah? So I did BBC Breakfast, and it was funny, it went well. I came off and opened up the family WhatsApp group looking for my mother's attention.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go, here we go. We're on it now. Finally, I'm going to impress Mum. And the first message from my sister, my niece, and then the next message from my mum, which came in, was, God, that's really gone downhill, that show, isn't it?
Well, clearly, this is where you get your humour from. She's funny, man.
She is, bro.
She's rinsed you.
I have to rate her. She is the funniest person I will ever meet in my life.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, that was brilliant, man. What a guest. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please give it up for the fantastic Guz Khan. Join me after the break when I'll be hanging out with Jim Carrey. Do you have a bucket list?
Pretty much just to burst into a ball of light.
Right.
That's about it for me.
How's that going?
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Wow.
That was English breakfast.
It was, yeah. You had a big one.
Bonjour. Welcome back to the show. This week, I had the pleasure of hanging out with Jim Carrey, and it was fascinating.
Oh my God. This is new. So we were going to do an interview with Jim Carrey, but we find him slumped in the hallway.
Mummy!
Okay, that sounds... There's a lot going on there.
Mummy!
I dreamt this is how we'd meet.
Really? Is this real life?
It can be whatever life you want it to be. Should we
Sometimes I get confused.
Would you like to go through?
The portal? Can I sit on this side?
You can sit wherever you like.
This is my good side. See this side?
Yeah.
No, watch this side.
Yeah, jeez.
There really is something to that.
So thanks for doing the show.
Good. Yeah, it's good to be here, man. It looks like we're about to drive someplace. Where do you want to go?
It's nice, isn't it? I imagine you'd be a great driver. You'd be a good companion. Do you like a drive?
I like a good bike ride, actually. I got up this morning very early and went out.
Really?
And broke every law.
What did you say?
There is, known to Brits.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like a lot of people going, look left!
And was there a lot of, oh my God, that's Jim Carrey on a bike, or did you go out in a mask?
And no, that's the thing about a bike. It's more like, oh, that's it, Jim Carrey.
So you died here?
Oh, that's it. Good morning, my rural chum.
Mr. Dr. Robotnik.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me where it is. Wait, don't hurt him!
So, Jim, you're Dr. Robotnik, and
Yes.
you've got a lovely kind of flowing costume.
Yeah.
Are you a fan
Super
of...
cool, isn't
you
it?
a fan of fancy dress?
I love it.
Imagine you leathering
I love
up.
dressing up.
Yeah.
I love dressing up.
What's your
sure.
favourite?
Well, I guess the corset I have on right now is
It's
one
really holding you in.
It really is. Doing a beautiful job of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really love it. I love the fact that I've been lucky enough to do a couple of characters through time that have reintroduced themselves to new generations, you know, like the Grinch and Ace and stuff like that. One Halloween, right after the mask hit and it became a big deal, everybody was dressing up as the mask. So I put on one of those rubber mask versions of the mask, and I answered the door and gave out candy, and kids had no idea that they were actually being given candy from the real mask.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen Sonic, and Sonic has a bucket list that he ticks off. And I was wondering, do you have a bucket list?
Pretty much just to burst into a ball of light.
Right.
That's about it.
How's that going?
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Wow.
That was English breakfast.
It was, yeah. You had a big one.
That's a spicy meatball!
Have you ever attempted a live fart?
How do you know I haven't?
Well, I actually know you have, because I was talking to Jack Black.
Oh, yes?
And he was telling me that you once farted midway through a scene.
Oh, yes.
Whilst playing basketball, and then carried on. And Jack Black said to me, that's when I saw what professionalism was.
Exactly.
So a man who was willing to risk
That's a man who knows. That's
Yeah.
a man who knows the difference between entertainers and entertainers that fart.
Exactly. But the reason why I keep harping back to the bucket list is because you're 58, right?
I am 58 years old.
And in 2 years' time, you'll be 60. That's basic math.
I defy lethargy.
Yeah, but in Japan, they have a thing called kanreki, which means you've sort of ended the zodiac chart. So you're reborn, and then you do a
It certainly feels that way. Certainly feels that way.
But I did it with my mum, and we had a chance to do like a bucket list in Japan. You can do whatever. See if you can guess what my mum wanted to do in Tokyo.
Some sort of strip club?
Close. She wanted to milk a cow.
Really?
That was on her bucket list.
Wow.
And she wanted to know the noise a Japanese cow
I want to
made.
fist a yak.
Yeah. Would you?
Is that wrong?
Not in the slightest.
Yeah.
If you do
It's
it
my
gently.
bucket list.
It's your bucket list. You probably got a prep beforehand. Let the yak know what's coming.
No.
Okay.
Like a surprise yak.
Here we see Carey. My God, he's really gone for that. The yak's enjoying it. How did you sort of entertain yourself as a kid?
I was an odd kid because you couldn't punish me, because if I went in my room, I was just happy.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I just created a world in there, man. It was fantastic.
So is that where...
It's like writing, I had legal pads of this is what the meaning of the universe is.
Yeah.
And I was doing comedy routines, putting stuff together for the next time, you know, a human being crossed the threshold of our house.
Yeah, I read a beautiful story that you'd throw yourself down the stairs.
Yeah, that's how you were generally greeted coming into my home.
Yeah, but
it's like an 8-year-old child throwing himself down the flight of stairs. Yeah, and then getting up and doing it in slow motion.
I love that. Yeah. But that's a great joke at 8.
Absolutely.
But it's that weird thing where you would not have known. You just go, that's an idea.
Yeah.
Because that was in sort of a version of that was in Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
So do you ever look back at those notes from 8-year-old you and go, that would be a good film?
I'm still using this stuff I came up with when I was 5.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's what you slipped in. That's what was on your shoe, and that explains the abrasion on your palm. Let me run that back for you.
I've entered this area of my life where just creativity is just flowing over the edges.
Yeah.
You know, in every direction. I've got a television show I'm producing and starring in. I've got Robotnik. I've got a book coming out too.
Have you?
So
What's
it's
the book?
crazy. It's called Jim Carrey, Memoirs and Misinformation. Basically, nothing in the novel is real and everything is true. So it's basically a total absurdity, but it represents my inner life exactly.
And what do you do to kind of to stop? Because you seem like you're painting, you're writing, you're producing. Do you ever have days where you just like, you know, like just do nothing?
Massive amounts of drugs.
Right.
Yeah. No, that used to be the way.
Yeah.
But no, now...
Do you think that sort of replaces it?
Honestly, I seem to be able to keep a good energy because most of the energy people lose is because they're future traveling in their brain. Right. And I'm really nowhere but here.
Right.
So, not that I don't get caught up in that, but I call it the prodigal son. You know, you just got to come home, man. Where are you?
But can you actually do that? So you feel like genuinely you're because I struggle with that, you know, enjoy every sandwich.
Right.
It's just a sandwich. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to be able to do it, but
It's not just you in a sandwich, it's the wholeness of the thing. It's like, you know, the sandwich is occurring inside you, and you're also the guy at the next table and what his problems are and his mess.
Yeah.
You know, it's, it frees you, being in this moment frees you from the entanglements. It's just, to me, it's like all discomfort is caused from future time travel.
Yeah.
You know, trying to fix the future.
But you're so beloved, it's like you're the sort of the world's uncle.
Do you think so? Yeah, I never thought of myself
Well,
that
it'd be
way.
horrible if you thought of
myself
yourself
as the
like
world's
that.
nephew. But
Oh, really?
I guess my floppy neck gave me away. I should have had my turtleneck on. Damn it!
I thought that was a
No, that's lovely. It really is.
But you know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine people being...
You have no idea how much I appreciate my place in the world.
Right, yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I feel completely blessed in every way, and that's for real.
What a perfect way of ending.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed
Beautiful.
that. Lovely to meet you.
Nice
Have
to
a
meet you
fantastic
too.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Sorry, I burped on camera.
That was awesome.
Belch.
Now, it's time for good deeds. This week we met an inspirational man who's come up with a unique and beautiful way of dealing with loneliness.
My name's Bernard, and I just passed my Grade 1 ballet at the age of 75. I met my wife Celia at a youth club, as I was the only lad there who could jive, and we just carried on from there. We used to go to the cinema, we'd go to dances, we'd go on holidays, and then we got married and moved into our own little bungalow. She could always see the good in people. That was something special about her. When we came back off one holiday, she had what we thought was a splinter. It was skin cancer. It developed way out of control. Celia died on January the 10th, 2015, at 7:30 in the evening. When you lose somebody, that world comes to an end. If you're not able to go out and talk to people, you end up staying in four walls. You end up watching the television all day. Celia and I met through dancing, so to keep dancing is a bit, in a sense, a bit of a tribute to Celia. So I found a local class and started ballet, which was fun, different. All my classmates are younger than my daughter, so I've got a class of daughters. They treat me like granddad. They're very nice, they're very supportive. But the ballet now is really my life. And that's been going on now 3.5, 4 years. And then my ballet teacher said, would we like to have a go at grade 1 ballet? And I thought, oh, why not? I've lost my dignity already in my tights. So we went in and we practiced grade 1. The exam was in November. Results don't come out till the following January. And that's when she gave me this piece of paper with the words passed on it.
I've never passed anything in my life.
It is very, very easy following a bereavement to become isolated. But you must get out with people, not just once in a blue moon, every day. There is a future when you lose somebody. There's a future for yourself. There's a future for the memory of the person you've lost. And I like to think that she's sitting up there in a little pink cloud, looking down at me and saying, yes, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. And it's keeping her memory alive.
Thanks very much for watching the show. Good night, my friends. Good night.
Start talking shit and walk into another track.